Happy Wednesday, folks. I hope your week is going well as we now make our way through July. And I have a feeling it'll go as quick as April, May, and June went. But happy Wednesday to you. I read in May the following words in a column written by John Hauser. I read it in the May 14th, 2020 edition of the Wadena Pioneer Journal in Wadena, Minnesota. At the age of 11, Cheryl Pruitt was in a horrific car accident. Doctors said she would be physically scarred for life and probably would never walk again. But she miraculously recovered. Now, fast forward in Cheryl's life to September 9th, 1979. She was at a press conference the day after winning the 1980 Miss America pageant. A reporter asked her this question: who do you give credit to for winning the Miss America pageant? Without hesitation, she replied, "The milkman." The reporters were not sure how to react. You can imagine. Should they laugh, gasp, or ask a follow-up question? Was she joking or was she serious? Well, Cheryl broke the silence and shared the rest of the story. Her dad owned a small grocery store in rural Mississippi. One day she was at the store when the milkman stopped by. He was warm and cheerful. As he walked by her, he patted her on the head and said, "How is my little Miss America?" After several interactions with him, Cheryl began adjusting her schedule so she would be at the store when he came by. Without fail, he would stop, look at her, and say, "How is my little Miss America doing today?" Cheryl said his words helped her battle her way back from that car accident. And this is what she said about him: "The milkman always called me Miss America. So I grew up assuming that someday I would be Miss America." Eventually, his words became a reality. The milkman, you see, in that story, saw his job was more than delivering milk. He used the opportunity of sharing words to build up a little girl and to inspire her as she faced difficulties along her life's way. It makes me think about the words which I share with others in the course of a day. How about you? Proverbs 12, verse 18 gives this distinction to our words. Listen, there is one whose rash words are like sword thrusts, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Folks, our words can bless and build up people, or they can blast and break the hearts of others. Our words can give life to others, or they can knock the wind out of people. Which will we choose? Which will you choose? Which will I choose? During these days of confusion in the culture over many things, we can choose words that build up rather than tear down. It always begins by listening before we speak, and then choosing words that build others up. In doing so, we take our guidance from the God who loves us in Christ. God speaks a good word to us, and he speaks a good word about us when he forgives us and calls us his sons and his daughters. As God's sons and daughters, those words of hope and encouragement are what lead us to offer words of hope and encouragement to others. Like the milkman in Cheryl Pruitt's story, you and I have a powerful and wonderful opportunity to bring words of hope and encouragement to the people whom we meet. Words like sword thrusts, or words that bring healing and life. It's true. The words which we share with others are important. Here's the question of the day and the week: which ones will we share? Friends, the Lord is with you today, whatever today brings. We will share more of the word with each other in both in-person and YouTube worship this weekend